Today I'm coming at you with a Royal Paladin Deck Profile. And if you haven't guessed, I got the structured deck. I got the Mega Troll deck, which is this box here. I managed to get it for quite a good price off Troll and Toad. Okay, to start off with my starting Vanguard, it is starting Legend Ambrios. 400 ability, and then his active ability from Rearguard Circle is put this unit into Soul and choose a card from your hand and discard it. If you have a Royal Paladin Vanguard, draw a card. That can be good for getting a card if cards even grade stuck, but the chances most likely I'll just blow it on a trigger, which is unfortunate for me. Next, my trigger lineups. 4 critical triggers. This time I'm starting critical, working my way through. 4 stand triggers. 4 draw triggers. And 4 heal triggers. And that's it. I may just say though, I did get the first ever booster box pre-released. The Ascend of the Kings, I believe it is called. And I did get triggers, but they were the same as the ones I got in this deck. So now moving on to grade 1s, I have 4 Little Sage Merons. These ones are not like the Gold Paladin ones, these have 8k. 3 Wingles, just in case, just for when I do get Blaster Blade, because I only have 1. I have 3 Regret Dual Knight Urians. Their ability is plus 1000, can't blast 1 plus 1000. Wingles is plus 4000 when supporting Blaster Blade only, which I find alright, but not alright. Then I have 2 Rensgulls. Ability is, when this unit is placed on the rear guard from deck, if you have a Royal Paladin Vanguard, it gets plus 3k till end of turn. Then I have 2 Rainbow Calling Bards, which are for Sanctuary Guard Dragon, which Soul Blast 1 to give it plus 5k, so give it a total of 22 attack, excluding Sanctuary Guard's Limit Break. So that's for them. For grade 2s, I have 4 Knight of Silent Skeletons. I haven't really touched the grade 2s that much, so I kept this how it is, and because of obviously attack damage and power they have quite a lot of strength in them. That's why I have them. I have 3 Knight of Determination Lamarok, same as Skeleton, strong. Yeah, we get it. Then I have 2 Knight of Truth Gordons. These were actually used in the season 1 by Aichi. He got these from a pack. Plus 5k. This is where we came up with the idea of special intercepts, where you get like it goes up to 10,000 shield. But before I say anything else, dude, I haven't really played with this that much or got any upgrades for it. That's why I have not got any perfect guards yet. I have 1 Pathetic Dual Knight Olwen even. And its ability is Vanguard or Rearguard. When this unit attacks, if the number of Rearguards you have is more than your opponent, this unit gets plus 3000. So it'll go in for 11k, which is good. And then we have a Battle Flag Knight Constance. Is obviously same again. Vanguard Rearguard. Counter Blast 2. When this unit hits a Vanguard, if you have a Royal Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck up for 1 grade 1 or less Royal Paladin. Call it to a Rearguard. Shuffle your deck. And that actually links in, believe it or not, with Sanctuary Guard Dragon's ability, which is, I'll explain later. And then finally, for grade 2, Blaster Blade. I've only got 1 of these, but I have 2 Lancelots to help get him out. And his ability, everyone should know about Blaster Blade's ability. Counter Blast 2 either way, retire your opponent's Rearguard. But, yeah. His Rearguard though is only the grade 2 or greater, but his Vanguard one's any grade. And it's anywhere, which I love the most. For grade 3s, I have 1 Knight of Conviction Boars, and his ability Counter Blast 1 plus 3000. I have 2 Dignified Silver Dragons, which Limit Break 4. Limit Break even. This unit gets plus 5000. When this unit attacks, plus 5000. Rearguard, this unit gets plus 2000. That's pretty much standard with any old troll deck. Then I have 1 Sanctuary Guard Dragon. And now, how I was on about Constant's ability, where he called a grade 1. This is where it comes in. Sanctuary Guard Dragon's Limit Break is continuous. During your turn, this unit gets plus 3000 for each grade 1 or less Royal Paladin Rearguards. So if I was to say in total I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll get plus 15, so that'll put me on 26. And then if I had her ability, Soul Blast 1, so I could go in for a total of 37,000 attack. Its other ability is Choose a Royal Paladin from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck up for one grade 1 or less Royal Paladin. Call it to rear guard and shuffle your deck. So this can help also build upon it. So if I had a grade 2, I could just like boars and I had like grade 1s everywhere else. I could just use his ability, get rid of boars for a grade 1. Or I could use it in the turn before. And obviously it's got that annoying Lord ability, which means it can't attack if I don't have the same clan. Then I have 2 solitary knight Gancelots. If you haven't, more or less everyone knows these abilities by now. If you don't, then obviously I don't blame you. But these were used in the original season 1 of Vanguard. Its first ability is act for the Vanguard circle. Counter blast 2. If you have a card named Blasterblade in your soul, this unit gets plus 5,000 and a critical. That is similar to the Genesis Battle Maiden grade 3, I believe it is. But except for Soul Blasting 3, you counter blast 2. And you get plus 5,001 crit. I still think it's a bit pricey and has a high demand as you need Blaster Blade and you need to counter blast 2. I think I lowered it a bit, but it's still a good card. But it's also a 9,000 power for a grade 3, which I find isn't the best for a grade 3. As it makes it a bit weak and it's the same power as Blaster Blade. And it makes you more prone to an attack. And then his other ability, you act using this, when this card is in your hand, reveal this card to your opponent and put it on top of your deck. Search your deck up for one card named Blaster Blade, reveal it to your opponent and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Now this is where I like Blaster Blade. This is why I have Blaster Blade, because if I can't find him and I have Gancelot in my hand, or if I have grade 1s and grade 3s and I have a Gancelot in my hand, first turn, ride my grade 1, then activate Gancelot's ability, put him on top of the deck, search for Blaster Blade, put him into my hand. So if I was grade stuck and can now no longer be grade stuck because I got a Blaster Blade in my hand and have a grade 3 still. So in that run, that's why I have Gancelot for more than just one reason. Or I have him for that reason, and I have him for the reason I've plus the wrong critical and plus 5,000. Because his ability is act, I can do it up to 2 times, putting him on 19 on his own. The price will be high, and I wouldn't be able to get much in. So that's why I've got Gancelot. Now finally, Hell Before the King of Knights himself, I have King of Knights Alfred triple rare. I got this from the first booster box to be released in the English. Obviously, if you've seen the first season of Cardfight Vanguard, where Origin starts playing, you know that at some point he does get King of Knights Alfred. And if you don't know Alfred's abilities, then I'll just talk through it with you now. His first ability is you cannot attack, your units cannot boost this unit. And then his other ability, during your turn, this unit gets plus 2,000 for each of your Royal Paladin rear guards. No matter what grade they are, it gets plus 2,000. So if you had a 4 rear guard, you'll get, in total, this will go for 20k on its own. Because you can't boost. But on the rear guard, it can be boosted. And then its final ability is act, and it can be either on the Vanguard circle or rear guard circle, which I find is really useful. If your formation is lacking, then you need to get a card. It is a counterblast 3. Search your deck up for one grade 2 or less for all Paladin. Call it to a rear guard and then shuffle your deck. Say if I was stuck behind for, a grade 1 for a boost, I was a boost short, I could use Alfred's ability if I was on the field to bring that boost up. Or if I was lacking one card for his formation, activate that, put it behind him, it was overcoming to the card. And then I can get his full power out of him. He's a really good card, I believe. Now, he's a playmaker, definitely, in the game. Because if I had 2 rear guards gone, 1 card in hand, which was like a grade 2, or Alfred, I'd draw a card, say it was like Gancelot. I could ride Gancelot if Blaster Blade's in the soul, call Alfred, activate Alfred's ability, bring another card, like such as Galatine to the rear guard, like front rear guard, and then I'll have my formation build up. Or if it was in the rear guard, if it was in the back rear guard circles, I could use it and bring out a grade 1. So either way it works. Or if I had like a Wingle and I haven't used Blaster Blade yet, I could put him on a Vanguard circle, call Gancelot to the rear guard circle, and then activate King of Knights Alfred's ability, bring out Blaster Blade. So like the knight and his bravest warrior are like side by side kind of thing. As well as these 2 strongest knights. But obviously, yeah. And that's it. This is my deck profile. Oh wait, I forgot to add one thing. Also, with King of Knights Alfred's ability, If I call Blaster Blade out, Blaster Blade's ability will activate, grade 2 or greater, retire, but I'd have to have like 5 damage on tapped in order to activate the ability. But if I didn't, then obviously it wouldn't work. And that truthfully completes my deck profile. If you liked, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.